Hi everyone, welcome to Tap In with Preetha. Today we have a very special guest with us, Namita Tiwari, a marketing guru and a TEDx speaker with over 2 decades of experience across all facets of marketing. She's a person who truly enjoys the convergence of digital, brand, and content. Currently, Namita is the director and head of marketing for cloud infrastructure services at Wipro. I've known Namita for 23 plus years, and I'm constantly amazed by how she's aware of the latest in the world of technology and how she's such a strong leader and a strong advocate for women's empowerment. Namita, welcome, and it's my absolute pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you so much, Preetha. I'm so glad to be on Tapin, and I'm so excited to be on this platform. And I wish you the best with this.
So, Namita, tell us, you've held such amazing, diverse leadership roles. So, tell us a bit about your journey and how you've kind of grown through your career and forged this success.
So, Preetha, I started my career way back in 2002 after my MBA at Symbiosis. Started off with product marketing, an exciting area in the world of banking software. So I was with Nucleus Software, and then I was with Infosys, part of the Finacle marketing team. From product marketing, I moved on to business marketing. I was in HCL Tech, part of the business marketing team for consumer services, 5 odd years there. And then I got a good opportunity of starting a digital marketing function from scratch at a mid-sized company, which is now called Coforge. That was my first leadership role and an amazing experience. I had a great time there. And I also then got an opportunity to join Accenture in the content, thought leadership, digital bandwagon, full-fledged experience on message houses, content curation, content creation, and did some amazing thought leadership programs over there. After Accenture, I joined Tata Communications, heading content and messaging for their global campaigns hub and account-based marketing programs. And then I joined Wipro, where I am heading marketing for cloud infrastructure services. It's one of the key global business lines at Wipro, and by far my strongest and biggest leadership role.
That's some really interesting roles that you've kind of handled over the years. So tell us something to our audience who's are going to be really keen to know what's that secret sauce that has kind of held you through or helped you through as you've navigated these leadership roles.
So I think I would recommend every woman leader starting off in the leadership journey to understand the environment. When you are entering a leadership role, you need to see what your stakeholders need, how your stakeholders are, your teams, your peers. So a good amount of emotional intelligence is always needed, and it's actually a strength of us women. So a good amount of emotional intelligence, good people skills, they really help in the beginning of your leadership role, and go as you evolve further, it drills down, brings you more success. As you navigate further in your leadership roles, you have to come up with the right visions, communicate the right visions, get them executed by your teams, get the results called out by your stakeholders. So that's how you move ahead in your leadership journey. And I think these tips would be valuable for the women leaders watching this program.
Yes, truly valuable. I completely agree upon the fact that use your emotional intelligence and emotional quotient, and very importantly, show the value that you bring to the table. And you've done that through many years. So tell me, how was the journey when you moved from a team member to a leader? Right, it's a huge leap, it's a huge jump. So, and it's not just something that people take to very easily. It's a challenge. So how did you kind of look at that and come through so successfully?
So yes, with every success, you will have challenges. And whenever a woman is promoted as a manager or a leader, you will find all kinds of reactions from all parts of the ecosystem. All these challenges and problems that people talk about, I would want people who are watching this to know that they're all true. And you have to be smart enough, you have to be sensitive enough, wise enough to understand and be prepared for them. And how do you do that? You present your success as a success which is going to bring success to other people also. You add to the success of other people, win them over, show them with your work how what opportunities are there, what opportunities you bring to them as a leader, and what kind of growth they can enjoy in your leadership. I think these kind of win-win perspectives, they really help when you take off as a leader. And whenever there are negativities around, try to talk to people, try to build those bridges. I believe in the power of communication as a leader, and it really helps. So these tips can go a long way.
Yeah, and I've seen that through my career also. When you are put in roles of leadership, it's always important, that sense of empathy, that sense of belonging, and building that trust with your team. So very rightly said, create that win-win situation, because no one is going to shy away from a win-win situation. They're all going to come together. That's really, really smart, and that's really interesting. You've been in this technology space for a really long time, and you've seen new technology come through in many ways, change the way we've looked at marketing. In fact, I think marketing and marketeers have to be constantly on their toes, to, kind of understand and work and move forward with technology. So what are those two trends that you see playing out majorly in 2023?
So, Preetha, I am a passionate marketer and a marketer in the technology industry, like you mentioned. So, marketing, I think modern marketing is driven by technology. Almost, it's a twin of technology. And just like technology is evolving, marketing has to evolve. I am from the tech industry, as I mentioned, and marketing in the industry and marketing in general is completely influenced by technology. We are currently in a world which is changing every day. And as I see the two main trends that are impacting marketing, one is metaverse. And metaverse has changed the game. It has brought up the experience part into an immersive experience area, which is game changing in many ways. I would also want all the viewers to watch my TED talk on metaverse. I have spoken about emotion, engagement, and experience, and how metaverse or marketing in metaverse can change by using these three tools. And I would recommend everybody to watch it. The second trend that I feel is impacting marketing is AI. We all are talking about ChatGPT, and many of us are using it. And it's incredible the way content creation can change. And you can have a robot creating a 300 words letter. What more do you want? So it's really changing the game, and I think it's going to be even more. It's going to evolve even further as we speak and as with time. So technology is definitely going to change marketing. Technology is changing lives. So we hope that
Continues
technology.
and you rightly said, technology is always going to be evolving, and as marketeers we have to kind of adapt and work with technology to get the best out of it. So it's it's not something that we should shy away from, like some people do not like to embrace change or technology, but it's no longer an option.
As marketers, we have to be smart enough to and be prepared to leverage it in ways that no one else does. In fact, we have to leverage it first. So if you look at metaverse, the brands that have been the first movers have really gained, and and it's tough to catch up because it's technology. So you have to be that much more on your toes as marketers.
Thank you so much, Namita. That was really interesting. And I'm sure these trends are something that marketeers are going to be looking out for and being a part of, or having them as a part of their marketing bouquet. So a quick pivot from marketing to another passion point of yours, which is speaking in many forums. And you have been a very passionate speaker, especially engaging with students in various institutes. So tell us, how did this passion start? And I know it's kind of hard. You've got a tough job that you have, and this is something that you do beyond that. So it takes a lot, and I'm just kind of curious to understand, where did it start from?
So Preetha, I am passionate about marketing, and at the same time, I would love to inspire as many marketeers, as many leaders as I can. And how it started off a couple of years ago with my first guest lecture at Amity Business School, and that was the first session, and I remember it was on game changing trends in marketing. And of late, I've spoken at IIMs, I've spoken at many forums. I'm a TEDx speaker. Recently, I spoke at Economic Times, masterclass. So it's my joy of sharing knowledge. To give and grow, to inspire young minds, and trust me, there is nothing more satisfying for me than to have a young marketer or a young corporate professional inspired, or someone who I have added to his or her journey. So that's very satisfying for me. It's very inspiring for me. I want to add to everybody else's success, and that's how it has been. I talk on marketing change and leadership predominantly, and also recently on women empowerment. So talking on National Girls Child Day on 24th of January, talking on Women's Day, which is coming up in March. So I really enjoy these. I mean, they're very precious passions of mine. I do this typically in the weekend. And yes, it is tough with my leadership role, but it is very important for me. And that's how I find time for it.
That's amazing. And I think that's an advice that is out there, that for everyone, find your passion. And if it's merged with the work that you do, it's even better. But otherwise, do follow your passion at some point or the other. It kind of gives you satisfaction that nothing else can. So thank you for those inspiring words, and for for all the people who have attended your talks. I'm sure they would have the same things to say. As we close out the discussion, just a last question that I have. It's a daunting environment today, with many layoffs, and people are looking for new roles and changes, and they're going through this whole process of job interviews. What is the advice or some tips that you want to share with people who are going through this process, so that they come through successfully?
I would like to start off by saying that these are cycles in the industry and cycles in an individual's journey, career journey. We all go through this, and it's very important to have a positive mindset, to have a growth mindset. Use this time to introspect, know your strengths, build on your strengths, pick up some interesting courses. And when you do, have interviews, talk about your strengths, talk about your success stories, and show that positive mindset. I think that will really help. And more importantly, I have always believed in the power of networking and mentoring. So seek mentors, keep networking, and you will sail through.
So for everyone out there, stay positive. That's extremely important. Network, reach out to those connections, and ask for help and ask for advice. There are a lot of us who are willing to support, and I think everyone is willing to support. So don't ever feel that you're alone in this journey. We're all there to support. I have had the most wonderful time talking to you, Namita, and every conversation or every meeting with you has always been inspiring. Thank you for being such a great champion for women in leadership, and for being such a great leader. And we hope to have you and host you in many more such conversations as we go along.
Thank you so much, Preetha. And I'm looking forward to Tap In, looking forward to many more sessions there. And I would also request all the followers to, follow me on LinkedIn, all the viewers to please connect with me on LinkedIn, follow me on Instagram. I'll be more than happy to add to your journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And that reminds me, please follow Tap In and follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram. We've got to make sure that we kind of share our handle details, so that you kind of find it easier. Thank you so much. Thank you.